Blend and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing this mermaid look with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Allure palette and some Kaima Cosmetics Galaxy Cream Flakes. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I'm back at it again with another look with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Allure palette. Well, I say another, the Valentine's Day look that should be on last Sunday's video should be with this. I just had this idea, I'm filming this before because I really wanted to do a mermaid look. So I'm hoping to do a fun little concept that I thought of earlier. I don't know if anybody else has done it. I'll have to look into it so I can credit like that I got inspiration from them. So anyway, without talking too much about that, hopefully it will be up by now. I am just going to jump into it. My lid is primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T66 brush in the shade 332 meters, which is absolutely beautiful. I wanted to do something with my Kaima flakes with this because I felt like it would kind of give like the effects of mermaid scale. So I was like, ooh, a fun cut crease. So with the Makeup Shack T66 brush, I'm going to take 332 meters right in that crease towards the bridge of my nose. I'm going to start out there. I'm going to take it down towards the inner corner of my eye as well. And just focus on patting it down. And as I get towards the center of my crease, I'm going to take it up a little bit higher to have it more rounded. I know that it's not as noticeable with all the details on it, but if you don't want to add the details, then you can leave it how it is before the details if you want to. I'll show you how to get it to have all of the shades be visible when you're blending. So I'm going to take this up a little bit higher at the center of my crease. I'm going to go in and add a little bit more right there. Arch it a little bit higher. And then as you're coming off of the center of your crease, kind of take it down just a little bit. And the more towards the outer V of your eye you go, kind of drop it down and then start to wing it up towards the tail of your brow. Since I'm filming this before the look that will be up before this, I want to take a second to express how thankful that I am for all of you for being here. For 1,000 subscribers, like really honestly, thank you so much. That is like, I didn't really think I was going to do that. It's just really cool to know that there's at least like, that there's people that are interested in watching what I create. I grew up in a small town. I literally had like barely 700 people in the town that I grew up in. So just thinking about 1,000 people being in one room, I'm like, that's so wild to me. So I wanted to thank y'all. I know I made the community post, but I just wanted to get on and when I was doing a video and thank y'all so much for everything. All the kind comments, all of your requests, for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, for all the support. It really, really means so much to me, and I really cannot thank you enough, and I'm so thankful to have all of you here. So I have this kind of, this shape going on here. I'm trying to see which way to, okay, turn this way. I had to look at the camera back behind it at my little mirror. But I'm going to kind of extend that a little bit. And then I'm going to take this iconic London brush. It's a little fluffy brush. And I'm going to give this a little blenderoo just to diffuse the shade. Back and forth windshield wipe motions with the lightest amount of pressure. You just want it to kind of tickle your lid. The farther out you go, the less pressure you want. Now, when this is diffused, you kind of see how it's gotten, where it's darker right here, but then here it's a little bit lighter. You can tell like it's been blended. Right where that lighter bit is where I'm about to apply some of Mermaid's Lagoon. I felt like that was fitting. I wanted to try and just be a mermaid today. I put this before my Valentine's Day look in the filming order because I couldn't stop thinking about something like this. And I was like, let's do that while I'm in the mood for it. So now I'm going to take that same brush, the Makeup Shack T66 brush. It's cleaned off. I'm going to go into Mermaid Lagoon. And I'm going to do the same thing. Right where it's diffused, I'm just going to start to pat the shade down. More so a patting motion than the Baby Blenderoos. Because we'll go back in with that fluffy brush to blend it out. And I will go back into 332 meters to touch it up. It's a rainy day today. Actually, it was a snowy day for a minute. Where I am in Arkansas, we don't get snow often. So I was like, oh no, it's cold. So I was like, big comfy sweater and sweatpants today. So this one says emotional because, oh, can you see? This one says emotional because I'm always emotional, it feels like. So I was like, yes, that's fitting. The rainy day, dreary. But also today was an interesting day when I woke up because one of my favorite bands or artists in the music space is Jetty Bones. Somehow I've managed to not have a Jetty Bones tattoo anywhere on my body yet, but it will happen one day. There's some new music that came out today on SoundCloud, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to listen, but I was like, I'm taking a risk very early in the morning because Jetty Bones is good crying music, and I was like, oh, I don't need to cry. But it was so good. Okay, Iconic London brush. I'm just gonna make sure I have it cleaned off, and I'm gonna go in and start to diffuse Mermaid Lagoon real quick, and then I'll go back into 332 meters to touch it up. But I do have a song stuck in my head. I need to listen to it. I've only ever heard like little bits of it from posting shorts or seeing it on Instagram on Reels, which I have not been the greatest at being on Instagram lately. Like I got on there yesterday. What was yesterday? Yesterday was the 30th of January. So I got on there and did a little video chat with my friends while I was working on the anti-Valentine's Day looks that I was doing for our collab. If you want to check that out, it should be on it. Yeah, it'll be on Instagram already because we're going to post it tomorrow on the 1st of February. So I was really excited to get to video chat with them for a little bit to get through that because I was out of creative juice, it felt like. And then that look, I put like tons of little gems in it. I started at like 2 p.m. and didn't finish like with pictures and everything until 10 p.m. I was exhausted. But it was fun. Alright. And we got this diffused. It's coming together. I love these colors. I'm going to go back into 332 meters with the T66 brush from the Makeup Shack. And just start to do little baby blenderoos. I said I was like nervous about listening to Jetty Bones because that's crying music, like good crying music. But I've been listening to Carol's Daughter a lot, and Cold Bathroom Floor's been on repeat. Probably not a good idea because that one is sad. But I love it. I'm going to take the missing, where'd she go? There she is. The Anastasia Beverly Hills A14, yes, A14 brush and go into Seafoam, one of my absolute favorite shades in the world. And right where I diffused Mermaid Lagoon, I'm going to start to blend that. With this same brush, I'm going to take a little bit more Mermaid Lagoon just to bring it back. And then I'm going to dip into the Primal palette into Hidden with that white shade to diffuse everything. Then go back into Seafoam. I am a sucker for blending things out with a white eyeshadow. And I did it on this eye and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that on this one because I like how it is now. But I just want to do that because I just feel incomplete without a white eyeshadow to just have everything nice and diffused. that iconic London brush, and I'm going to go into Hidden from the Primal palette just to diffuse everything real quick. Alright, I'm going to take some more Seafoam, and I'm just going to focus on patting it on. And look at that glow. I just feel like Seafoam really makes these shades glow, and I am in love. Alright, I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip, carve out my crease, and then do the same with some of the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. I'm going to take the Kaima Cosmetics Galaxy Cream Flakes in the shade Rapture and apply it to my lid. But first, I'm going to take some of the Kaima Cosmetics adhesive. I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to let it get almost dry. I almost said all but tacky. It's going to get a little tacky before I apply it. And then I'm going to apply this in layers. It's best, I found, when going in with layers, or going in with like cream flakes and whatnot, to do them in layers. That way you don't have your eyes sticking together, and I feel like they perform better when they are applied in layers. So after this, if you wanted to call that the look, then you could do that. It's really cute like it is, but I wanted to be extra and add like the little sea mermaid lagoon kind of moment, like have the little seashells and the seahorse and the starfish and the pearls and all that. So if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. But right now I'm going to apply some of this and let it get kind of tacky, almost dry, and then apply the flakes. Kaima Cosmetics is one of my favorite brands for sparkly flaky flakes. I love them so much. I've had Rapture for a little bit since over the summer, and I've almost went through this entire thing. It's beautiful. They have the dreamiest flakes. So this is just an Alana Badreau brush, like a shader brush. So I'm going to get some of these flakes on it and start to apply this in layers. My memory card had run out while I was waiting for it to get tacky, so I'm gonna have to speed run this because I just deleted a video that I just worked on, like a section of it. So if I'm not as talkative right now, I apologize, but I don't want to go out in the cold right now to get one. I want to do that later. So I'm just gonna apply these flakes in layers. So I'm going to add some pearls, a couple gems, some little cutie patooties like this little buddy right here. And I'm just going to do that until my memory card runs out. By that time, I should have another one here, and then I can do my intro and outro and come back and show you the finished look. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? Sorry that I didn't really do all the gems and pearls and little details. My camera memory card went out, so my husband had to pick one up for me, and I was like, I really want to get this finished because I have some videos to edit. But yeah, I feel like the Kaima flakes are really given with the texture, like the Mermaid scale, kind of to match the Lure palette. I kind of feel like. What do we think? Let me know what you'd like to see next down below, and I feel like I had something else to say. I'm sure I'll remember it, ramble tomorrow in the video that's going to be up before this one. So if I remember, and you watch that one and then come to this one, let me know if I ever remembered what I forgot to say. But if you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, then please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me, and I can't thank you enough. And I guess I'm going to let you go. Let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments below. All that good stuff. I forgot my outro today. Don't know why. But I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.